How you doing? This is our 66 Blue Thunder. The one we did all the work to that we've had here like forever. A lot of problems with it. You guys are all aware of it. I did start this. Got the first heat cycle on it. I did do it. I'm going to do it again. It probably won't start now, will it? You know how these things work. I keep these bigger saws real fat for just a bit. Do a little tuning. You know the deal. I'll tell you one thing I'm not sure about on this. If you remember the guys on the truth, I'd love to just put this wood, test it, ship it right out, and that's really the intention. But I'm gonna tell you what, I can't ship them out unless I'm happy. I don't like these Chinese carbs real well. Sometimes you get them that run good, sometimes you don't. And I got a feeling this is one that don't, honestly. It's not that it's difficult to tune. Right now, you can't. You're all over the map tuning right now anyway, so. Give it a little tweak. I can't tune them on a bench for a good sitting there idling. I got to shut the darn things off on these steels. That's about all the heat I want in that booger for right this second. We have a success. We have no free porting on the exhaust side rather. It idles. Now it's a matter of tuning this carburetor to what its potential is. But I'll tell you what, I've got a lot of cylinders tied up with this saw. I'm sure I can use them on something else because it's just the way it is. But I bought quite a few pistons and cylinders. And we finally, the new highway ones, not a few years ago, but the new ones work on these. They do. The big bore do not work on these saws, the Blue Thunders. Now, I did build a just run-of-the-mill Holtzforma 66 red, the orange and white. And I did put a big bore on that, and I didn't have any trouble. But for some reason, these blue ones, just two of them right in a row, give me fits. So, whatever it is, it's what it is. We will be running saws here soon. I want to do a little bit of tuning yet on Slammer's 2171 Johnson Red, sitting right there. Pretty saw. I like that saw a lot. I'm so happy to see your guys' comments. I wish I'd have brought my tablet out. I would have loved to answer a bunch of comments today. I will be doing that soon again. I like doing that once every little while. Just go through the tablet and go through a bunch of videos and just answer some comments. It makes it a little easier on me. I think right now I know one thing I gotta do. I gotta clean this darn shop. But we have a success. That's something, isn't it? We have a success. Does that mean we should put plastic back on? Yeah, maybe. Uh, I've got. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and get this tune as good as I can on the bench. But I got a feeling what I'm gonna do is put this carburetor here on. It's a Walboro. I really hate giving this one up, but I want the saw done. I want it gone. And I've had trouble putting factory steel 66 carburetors on these saws to try to get them where the choke work properly and everything. As I do that, if this is what I have to do, I'll be sharing that with you, what it takes. Because these are kind of a little funky animal. Well, while we're right here doing it, I just popped this carburetor part and cleaned it. This OEM for 66 mag. We might as well see how these darn things come apart. I hate them with a handle on them, with this type of handle. I don't like full wrap handles of any kind. We got to cut our trees here so low that you can't use them. We do open face bore cut. You do not need a full wrap to do that. And I understand why the West Coast guys do it. Use them. There's no question. If I did a Humboldt notch, which is not something I'm very good at because we never use it around here, I know that I would actually I would have a full wrap. I know it. But that's not what we do. Okay, let me get my little tray out. These magnetic trays are nice, except for the thing is, the magnets on them, they'll grab every dang tool you got. But it is what it is, right? Okay. Now, if you've never took a steel handle apart, when you pull that up, everything goes kabang, just like that. I'll show you how to put it back together. It's really not that big a deal. There's some things that's nice about this system. Every saw has its good points, we know that. But I'm going to tell you something. I'd rather change a carburetor on a steel than I would a Husqvarna in most cases, because they're just, once you get that fuel line off right there, like I just did, they're just easy. Well, you know what you got to do. You do have to unbolt them, don't you? I know, I already loosened them, so away we go. I'll get that clear as I can when I put that handle back together, so you can see the easy way to do this. I remember way back in my younger days, I took a handle off, well, it was 66 Magnum, the first saw I had this type of arrangement. Yeah, I pulled that off. You know what I did? Everything went flying. I did not know how to put it back together. What happened was back then, I didn't know any better. And I'd start yanking on them to pull them out when you got pinched. Because when you first start cutting trees, you're going to get pinched. I'm warning you that. So, I got pinched pretty good. And I upset my handle here. Had to put it back together. Boy, did I ever learn a lesson real fast. It took me an hour to figure that darn thing out. Okay, all that does, that throttle link is once you get that point right there, you just kind of pick it up. Get it out of that notch, and there's your carburetor. It's that darned easy. Really not a big deal. This is your impulse right here. It picks it up right here. These really are easy to work on. But if you're not used to them, they're going to puzzle you, just like anything. So, I hope that view is as good as it is right here for me. I'll sacrifice my view a little bit. You just pick that wire up and just put it over that notch. That notch right there. There's the carburetor. They got that little notch. You pick that wire up and just just put it over it. That's all you do. And you shove the carburetor on. Just like that. Okay? So we're going to have to put... That stud goes up above your bolts, not down. Otherwise, you'll put that together and you'll take that right back apart. I've got plastic and everything put together. I know that. All I'm doing is just making this saw run. Once I manage that, and I'm happy, it gets all the way buttoned up, but not yet. Starting to see more and more chainsaw builders come onto YouTube. I'm watching a couple of them. I won't mention them yet. I just want to see, first, if they stick with it. Second, if they really, really are interesting. If you can get my attention and keep it, you did something. Because if I see somebody else working on something, it's like, oh man, I gotta freaking do something. I gotta do this. I can't handle it. Okay, let me get this as close as I can. I gotta move a couple of tools that I've been using. It's right in my way. Okay, this is gonna be rough on me, but I told you I'd try, and I am gonna try. Okay, I gotta move that. I need that and that. Okay, here's what it is. You gotta pull your trigger. There's a hole right here in your trigger. You gotta get your throttle through that. Okay. Now this is kind of a pain. I'm gonna warn you that. I hold right on the edge of that rod right there. Okay. This wire's got that double bend in it. It goes right like that. Okay. And you put that right in there like that. Okay. I hope I'm doing you guys justice. Okay. You got that notch is right there on that. It slips in. Turn that. Right there. Real quick, just kind of like that. You know if you did it, because this operator level will pop up, and when you're holding that, you can work the throttle. My throttle works. Thought I was going to have to practice that to show you, but I've been having a good day. I mean, a good day. Started right out freaking early this morning. Things have been going good. Honestly, I hadn't been feeling good for a while. I was getting a little concerned. I'm a borderline diabetic. The big thing that causes that for me is being overweight, plain and simple. Well, I have been losing a few pounds. Not as fast as I'd like. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. Then all you got left is that infernal little fuel line right here. Okay. I just take my needle nose and I slide it right up on the nipple. Don't pinch it too hard, you'll wreck your line. Okay. I'll tell you another thing I like doing on that impulse line where it goes on that carburetor. It's kind of stuck in the plastic, and it goes right over this. I like to take some longer needle nose. They're right here. And grab a hold of that and just give that a little tug. You won't be able to see it as good as I can, but I just like to make sure that it's as far out as it'll go. Hoping that helps you. I'm going to give this a few pulls. They take a little bit of wearing on. I know I'm going to have to screw it to make everything work right. Gotta get the fuel up. It's building compression more and more. Okay, it started. And the high idle does not work. And this is a problem I've had with these. And some of them, you never make them work. Maybe I can get it to go anyway. Well, let me see what I can do to get it to work. I got it. When you put, at least in this case here, and I know you guys probably don't do the same thing, excuse me. When the high idle doesn't work, when you put an OEM carb on a Husqvarna Farmertech, what I had to do, I had to remember how to do this. I had to shut the throttle all the way off. I had to push that all the way up, and then I had to push it down a notch. Okay, and that seemed to do it. I think I pulled the trigger and then put it on high idle. Let me see if that's what did it. Yeah, it takes a little dinking around. Yeah, it was a little bit of puzzle. Anyway, it works. I guess when you deal with these problem saws like this, they're not like OEM. This one, it'll run like one because we did a brand new crank, bearing seals, good, cylinder, piston, port work, the whole 9 yards. So it's going to be a nice, reliable saw for this gentleman. But I guess if the worst thing you got to do is drop start them like Buck and Billy, then do that. Just a little bit of trigger and away you go. I have a difficult time doing that, guys. I'm awful strong. Even as old as I am, 60 years old. But I tell you what, I run a chainsaw through my chest. Right here, you see that scar? And that stops me from that movement. Yes, it does. It come up in, cut my ribs off, come up in, under, cut my collarbone off, and kind of screwed my rotator cuff. And it's not real comfortable. I can do it if let's just call it mad enough. Yeah, get a little bit torqued. Okay, yeah, I got this thing. This carburetor runs much better on the saw, doesn't it? You can hear it. Yes, you can. I tell you, half of these Chinese carburetors so far with me work. Half of them just plain, you can't adjust them. If you got one that you're turning in and out and on either high or low jet, it just doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. Don't even waste your time fixing that. You can't. It's not going to work. Get an OEM carburetor. Get something on there that works. This actually happens to be a darn good carburetor. I remember this one. I really hate to get rid of it, but I don't want this saw here no more. People, we're gonna just switch games here, and we're gonna see what else kind of creative thing we can get into. I got slammers J-Red here. I just want to, we started it the other day. Got it just starting to run in a bit. I want to give it just a little bit of a squeeze and a hijack. As soon as I can get, well, you know what's bad when you get older, even with glasses on, you have a hard time seeing, don't you? Okay, I'm going to leave that cover off. And now that my switch isn't upside down, let's just see if this thing will fire up easy. I haven't tried this yet. That's a good sign, ain't it? Okay, this is going to be a peaky saw, Daryl. You just need to understand that. Accept it as what it is. They work good that way. That was fun. I've had such good success with those builds. I really have. All that John Thread is right there. It's a Husky 371, 372. That's what it is. It's just got different plastic on it. You remember old Junkyard Dog? We got the Husqvarna cases, low end, and all the John Thread starter cover, plastic, and all that. So yeah, you can do that. That was funny. I didn't know we could do that, but we did. That was kind of neat. It really was. I've got an interesting thing going on. I'm not going to tell you all about it, but you might as well know something. We have a project that I've been working on actually before my YouTube channel even started. Boy, I'll tell you, now this is a 2100 Husky. Yes, it is. Now, I'm going to make an attempt at building a stroker saw out of this crank. I can't do anything about it yet. But the one thing I'm going to do here, probably this Sunday, and if we make a video, I'll show you on it. I'll probably be pulling a crank out of this because there's several things that I need to do to it before I try to use it. It'll be for this winter's project, one of them. But you're going to know. You'll know. When the saw that I'm going to put this in, the whole world's going to know if I can get it in. If I can get it in. Trying to take something, put it in where it doesn't belong. But that's what we do here. Once I get these saws done. I can tell you right now what the next saw that we're building is for a good man. For Dan Caminetti, we're going to assemble his 372. He sent me a beautiful 372 X-Torque. We're putting it back to regular XP. And it's big bore. With a Weisco. Yeah, we're doing it right for him. And we've got the port work done. I just got to assemble it. So that'll be another video. Which I'll actually probably start making that video today at some point. But it's past my lunchtime. I had my lunch coffee. Yeah, that's what it is too. I guess I ought to put that on his saw, hadn't I? Yeah, it runs right up there good, Daryl. Kind of a neat old saw. I'd like to have another one of these John Threads. I got some bright ideas. My problem is I get too many bright ideas and I ain't getting them done. As soon as your guys' saws are out of here that I've got, which I'm working at them, I don't have a lot left. You're going to see a lot of fun here. Just a lot of fun. We're meeting new people every day. New subscribers, thanks for being here. Put it in the comment if you're a new subscriber. Tell me what you want. You might not get it, but tell me what you want anyway. That's the way the world works, huh? It's like when your parents ask you, so, what would you like for Christmas? Oh, man. What a treat set. Get this great big old box. This did happen to me. Boy, I just knew. I knew in that box was going to be a train set. I did. I wanted one so bad. Rip tear. Harvey Drake rip and tear method on a box started real early. Socks. Digging around. Underwear. T-shirts. Another pair of sneakers. Blue jeans. It's winter. What am I going to do with a short sleeve shirt? Yeah, that's what I got. In one cheap-ass colored book. Well, that would have been so bad, but by that time I was young. I had already ate most of my crayons. Yeah, I did. People, thank you so much for being here. Get in the comments. I ain't answering a lot of comments. I'm trying my best to get a few here and there. I read them all. I think I've got my email thing straightened out where I'm getting all of my emails because I haven't, for a bit, I've been having trouble. Since I got this new phone, we set that up, I have a heck of a time getting my emails on my tablet. I don't know why. Cullen did a little something there, and it just started working. So, away we go. Okay, that's it for today. We will be going on and making another video tomorrow. I'm positive of it. Because I want to see Dan's saw done. What do you think, Dan? Dan's probably not watching anymore. He's probably mad at me. But we're getting it. Hey, the Blue Thunder. What do you think? It's running positively. Positively. I'm not going to have to take it apart. From here, all it is, final assembly, check everything, put it in the wood. And we got the right log for it. Goodbye.